shit back. I'm doing some multiplayer today. Zombies is too scary for my feeble brain. I'm eating blackberries. I bet that's exciting to hear. I didn't really think of much to talk about today. I'm gonna vent a little. Maybe. I don't know. What? Man, I'm not good at this shit, but we're gonna get better. Let's go. I'm feeling recruit, bud. I went 9 recruit bots all on me. Um, Hold on, I'm trying to set this all up. um, so I gave my boss a 2-week notice sometime last week,
Free
and
for all.
I've kinda just stopped going in as of yesterday. Didn't really intend on that to be the case, but
Time to earn your
that's
worth.
kind of how things ended up panning out, and I can't say I'm mad about it. My boss and some of my coworkers have sent me texts, and I mean, I get pretty bad anxiety. It's definitely made me anxious, but man, I honestly
UAV on standby.
like feel pretty free right now. I don't have to wake up at 4 a.m. and go do some shit I hate for 8 hours, and then come home too tired to do anything that I want to. None of that has been a problem for me the last 2 days. Which is real nice, I can't lie. I've been doing stuff that I've been meaning to do for a while. I've been thinking a lot. I'm a thinker, what can I say? And
UAV awaiting orders. Hunter-killer drone on standby.
that's really, it's nice. That's all I got. I feel really happy right now. I'm a little worried about my money, but I'm a renowned door dasher.
Guardian ready to deploy.
I've been through the mud. And honestly,
Friendly hunter-killer drone deployed.
I don't think I'm gonna ever really run out of money.
Hostiles have destroyed your
I can be
UAV.
frugal when I gotta be. I'm just not normally, because I don't normally gotta be that frugal. My
UAV on
job
standby.
was very well paying. I mean, I will say losing that kind of opportunity to make bread at the age of 19 kind of hurts, but I don't know, I feel like you gotta do some uncomfortable things if you really want to live a fulfilling life. How did none of those hit? And I just think this is the start, kinda. I just got knifed by a recruit bot. That's how my career life is going, type shit.
UAV awaiting orders.
But yeah, I've really been toying with this idea of, this ends at 30, bro? I thought I made it 1,000. Alright. Um, so I'm from Indiana, and I've been toying with the idea of just kind of heading west, see what's out there. Especially since I'm about to be unemployed. I guess I'm technically unemployed now. My 2 weeks ain't up, but I don't think I'm going back. And
Free for all.
what kind of prompted all this was
Don't stop until they're all
my
dead.
dismay. I don't know the right word. Dismay is all I got. My hatred for the way that America is set up right now. I don't like not even right now. This is just how. Hold on, let me back up. I'm not good at rules and structure. I don't like either of those things much. I think it has a lot to do with my ADHD. Still figuring that out. I didn't realize I had it until like about 2 weeks ago. And it's really just grueling living life like how I'm expected to normally live it. You know, like everybody else just goes and gets a job, maybe goes to school. If they don't go to school, they probably get a trade, do that for 40 fucking years or something,
On standby.
mahogany, and then they're out.
Guardian
They
ready
just,
for deployment.
they dip, and retire at the age of like 60. But like, by the time you're 60, you can't even enjoy life. You're old and fucking, everything hurts, because all of the food that that's easy to access fucking is basically poison. And on top of that, you've been subjecting your body and mind to abuse for the last 40 years, doing things that no human really is built to do. I mean, we can do it. The human body and mind are capable of a lot of things, but that doesn't mean that they should be doing the things that they can do, if that makes sense.
UAV awaiting orders.
That being said, I really don't want to live like that, and I'm gonna do
Killer drone ready for deployment.
as little as I possibly can to contribute to that system until I figure out what genuinely makes me happy and fulfilled in life. And maybe I'll find something that I feel is worth subjecting myself to doing something like that. But for now,
Hostile
I'm
UAV
trying
above.
to really just dig deep and figure out what's going on with me, why I am the way I am, and see if there's any way out of this, because my future, looking at like what it would be if I was a normal human that just went through life, looks very grim. Like I'm not gonna make it. Something will happen to where I'm not gonna make it to retirement age. I'm almost certain. Um,
Free for all.
so all of that kind of thought process has really led me to
You are cleared for contact.
just think deeply about what I really want out of life and what actually matters. And to be honest, I have no fucking clue. I haven't really thought for myself on a deeper level like that my entire life, because I mean, you're born, and from the time you can comprehend literally anything at all, people are shoving their beliefs and like what you should be doing and all that down your throat, and like you might think you know what you really want, but until something happens in your life, makes you really question everything, I don't think anybody really knows. You kind of just think you do, and then something happens and you're like, well shit, I know but not. And that's a little scary thought, I can't lie. But it's also kind of free.
Ready to deploy.
I'm definitely making strides to figuring out what I want, what I like, what I know what I don't like, and that's fucking everything, damn near. Which really gets tiring to think about. It's like, man, I know so many things, and I don't like any of them enough to commit my life to. I don't think I'll ever really commit my life to one thing, but if I find something that means that much to me, that's wonderful. That's kind of all I really think I would need to live a simpler, happier life. But I'm not sure that's in the cards for me, and if it's not, so be it. I'll find another way.
Ready for deployment.
So yeah, I've thought a lot about, well, what do I want while I'm young? It's definitely something along the lines of being free, doing whatever I feel is good for me, necessary for my survival, and most importantly, necessary for my happiness. And after realizing all of these things, I've decided that the best way for me to really cleanse my mind of all prior, I wouldn't say like brainwashes, like obviously I didn't get brainwashed, but like, I don't know if y'all are picking up what I'm putting down. But the best way to get away from external influences on my own thoughts, I believe, is to just really go to my core, separate myself from everyone and everything for a little bit, and put myself in a situation where humans are naturally supposed to be. And for me, that is roaming free, probably in nature, alone. So, I have a few things to get in order before I leave, but
You are authorized to engage.
it shouldn't be too bad, and I have a plan. I'm not just gonna be like that one, I don't even remember his name. I read a book about him in high school. The guy that went to Alaska and lived in a bus. I'm not gonna be like him. I'm coming back pretty relatively soon. But I think I'm gonna go out west and just see the Yay Mountains. Like that's my end goal, like to sightsee, I guess. Because Kanye, okay, this is a bad point in time to speak on Kanye. I'm just gonna talk about his old music though, and nothing else about him, because that's all that matters really. The way that, what is going on? The way that Kanye made his art and represented it, the ideas that he wanted to get across within his music alone, not talking about all the like propaganda promo that he was trying to get his name on social media for, all that bullshit. I mean, simply just the genius of his music and the concepts within it really inspires me more than almost anyone. The only person I could say that has inspired me as much as Kanye is Mac Miller. And that's a different type of inspiration. Kanye is really about just bossing the fuck up. Do Not even like,
Down.
I don't know, that's corny, but Kanye is corny, so, you know.
Guardian ready for deployment.
Just like, who are you to tell me what the fuck I can and can't do?
UAV awaiting orders.
That's basically the main statement of all of his music, at least in my opinion. That's what I've picked up on it.
Guardian ready to deploy.
Is can't nobody tell him shit. And I kind of want to live like that, because we're just on this floating rock, and the man in front of me exists no more, no greater, no less than I do. So I have no right to tell him how to live, and he has no right to tell me how to live. Just because somebody has more money or power or fame than another human does not make them better. Does not, should not allow any form of difference in the way that we treat each other. And
Free for all.
I feel that in today's day and age, that message is lost. It gets lost because there's so many ways to distract ourselves, and for people that do have money and power, there are so many ways for them to manipulate the masses and the media that we all consume, and really change our ways of thinking without us even realizing that we're being manipulated. And it's just
UAV on standby.
something I've come to realize the more I grow up. I mean, I started really noticing when I moved out
Guardian
how
ready for deployment.
corrupt a lot of the world is, and I'm not here to talk about conspiracies and all that, but I mean, you just can't ignore the plain and simple fact that there's a lot of fucked up things going on every day to a lot of people that just don't, that it just doesn't need to happen. And it's pretty much happened to all of us. If you live in modern America, I can't speak on other parts of the world, but if you live in America, you are being tortured whether you know it or not. I don't believe that anybody, I mean, okay, I can't speak for everybody, but a lot of people, like, I don't know anybody that necessarily is elated to go to their job. And maybe they like their job more days than they don't, and that's great. I'm glad you can find happiness in a world like this, but at the end of the day, you don't think that those people would be happier if they didn't have to work their ass off every single day for 40 years just to barely make a living? Like, how are we still paid paycheck to paycheck working this hard? Like, it's actually unfathomable to me that we can all be subjected to a society like this. And really, there's just no repercussions for the people that created this system. Yeah, I feel like I am a conspiracy theorist the way I'm talking right now, but I don't know, that's just real life to me, is what it feels like. And I'm a little bit, my thoughts are probably exacerbated. I get very, like, caught up in an emotion, I could say. But, I mean, this has been an ongoing thing in my head for a while. I mean, even when I was in school, all I could think about was, man, when is this shit gonna be over? I was like, man, at least once I'm done with this, I'll be having to do the same bullshit, sure, but I'll be getting paid for it. I'm not literally a slave to the government anymore. Turns out I am. That's called taxes. And I mean, you get paid for it, so it's better. I can't lie. I wanted to kill myself in high school. I didn't, but I definitely fucking felt like it a lot of days. And it's just crazy that I had a pretty perfect life on paper. Like,
UAV awaiting
I was
orders.
in a. My mom made good money. I had two
Hunter-killer
loving
drone ready for
parents.
deployment.
I had two loving sisters.
Guardian ready for
I
deployment.
had a dog. We had a big house. Nice things. I had good clothes. Ate really good food because my mom is a good cook. And all this
UAV
stuff. I was
awaiting
top of my
orders.
class. I was athletic. I was liked by all my friends. I wasn't necessarily the most popular kid, but everybody respected me. And like nobody really had beef with me because I'm pretty like there's no reason to beef with me, dude. If I don't like you, I just leave you alone. But I mean, I had a pretty damn good life my whole life, but I still want to die. Like
UAV on
I
standby.
don't know, man. That's
Hunter-killer
crazy
drone ready for deployment.
how that works.
Guardian ready to deploy.
I'm also probably just more troubled than the average human, but I'm not the only person that's gone through this. I mean, hell, half of my friends felt the same way in high school, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that feel the same way if they were to listen to this. I doubt anybody will listen to this, and I'm not sure I want them to, but if you do, I'm sorry for your loss, because this shit is gonna be long and probably all over the place. I just don't. I really need to like think of a topic to stay on for these, but I also like just hopping on here and venting. It's kind of nice. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'm really trying to get out this rat race. Whether that be through making a lot of money, which was my original goal, but now I'm realizing that it's really hard to make money because that's the most sought after resource in the world. And everybody's really trying to rake that hoe
Hunter-killer
in.
drone ready for deployment.
And if you don't want to rake that hoe in more than everybody else, you're probably just not gonna get more than them.
Guardian ready to deploy.
Which is fair. I just don't care about money as much as the next person. It just doesn't mean much to me. Money is power, sure, but I don't really want power. I just want freedom. I guess money is also freedom, but you can probably find it in other ways. Because if you couldn't, I don't think that most of the middle class would still be alive today. Honestly, I think that's all. I just want to keep this short and just get some shit off my chest. Talk about my plans. I haven't told anyone about my plans to leave. Hopefully, I can get my oil changed and then dip as soon as possible. I'm trying to get that all sorted out by tomorrow. If I'm If I don't upload any more of these for a couple weeks, y'all probably know where I went. Out west. I'll update when I'm back, for sure. But that's all I got for now. Take care of yourselves.